Hi guys, I'm here with Casey Maloney, who's a comic artist and many other things.
It's safe to say.
So the first question is, did you watch the previous versions of the Turtles?
Yeah, I grew up I'm a kid of the 80s and 90s pretty much. So that was kind of my era for Ninja Turtles. Like I haven't even seen any of the new movies or anything like that, but um yeah, I grew up with the video games and the cartoons and the movies, the first one and the second one and all that. And yeah, I always loved them and stuff. And they're always very fun to draw too. They're really well designed, I think.
Um, and how did you get the job and for this issue?
How to get the job?
Yes.
My friend Tom Waltz, we used to work together like a few years ago, and we did a few projects together. And then he said he might have something coming up in the new year, and he came through with the Ninja Turtle job, and I was very happy to hear about it. And so he pretty much Tom just hooked me up big time.
And did it follow a specific art style for the issue?
No, it just kind of comes out naturally. I've enjoyed drawing them before. I've drawn them a few times before, just for fun, not for comic books or anything. But yeah, it's just, I wouldn't call it cartoony. I'd say it's got a little bit of realism to it and stuff, like, dark shadows and some detail and all that stuff. Not too simplified. I'm trying to simplify it just to make it more efficient to draw, but it's coming out well so far.
And do you have any input on the issue?
Any inks?
No. Do you have any input on the issue?
No, I already got the full script and everything, so I'm just tearing through that. I mean, it's pretty wide open in terms of what I can draw. Like Tom and Bobby, the editor, are both very lenient and stuff, and so the descriptions in the script aren't too detailed. Like they give me lots of artistic license, I guess you should say. So it's lots of fun.
Did you prefer do the actual issue or the cover for it?
The cover?
Yes.
That was all Tom's idea. I just drew the pencils and stuff, but he just wrote one day. We did the cover before we had the script and everything. So he said he wanted a classic, pieces on a chessboard comic book cover, and he sent about like 20 pieces of reference of different covers throughout the history of comics. So he had plenty of inspiration. But just the pieces on a chessboard and the bad guys in the back, the puppet masters and all that.
And because you're doing the art style, did you have any input on the colors that I choose?
About the what?
And because you did the art style, do you have any input on the colors that are being used?
The colors?
Yes.
No, that's Luis Delgado, and he's doing a good job so far too. We worked together in the past before. I think it was on a Kiss comic or something like that, the band Kiss. I sent the note on this last page just because of the complicated page where I did some flatting and showed him what everything meant, just because there was a kind of detailed panel. But yeah, he's got free reign as well, pretty much. We're all pretty much, working together, but working independently too,
And was it quite hard to translate the scripts into an art style or art
form?
Oh,
no, not at all. Like me and Tom have always had a connection, I guess you'd say. Like you'll send something and I'll send it back, and it's like, oh, it's exactly what I imagined it to be like. So we work together really well, actually, and it's nice to be working with him again. But yeah, no, it's been pretty easy so far. I mean, it's hard work, but it's been no blockage or anything like that.
And did you get any layouts for the panels, and then you went over it, or was it all from scratch?
I pretty much just get the scripts. I mean, I do a bunch of different stages myself, but I don't really have to keep them informed on what I'm doing and get approval for every stage. But yeah, I mean, the script will say like how many panels, and it'll break down like just what's in the panel and like a couple sentences mainly. And then I'll just do a little thumbnail sketch, and then I'll like take a picture of that and blow it up, and then I'll sketch over that, and then I'll blow it up again, and then I'll lightbox it onto the final page. So there's a lot of stages involved, but they seem to be happy with just the final pages that I send. Like no trouble so far.
And do you prefer do digital art or original art?
It's all analog on this one, yeah. Traditional art, it's just straight pencil on page. I do a lot of digital stuff as well, but right now it's fun doing just pencils, you know. You get a different feel for it. You can see the whole page and you can move it around really easily and, you know, turn the pencil different ways. I know you can do all that digitally, but it just feels much more natural with like pencil and paper. But I do like digital stuff. I've done projects fully digital before, which it's really cool. Like you can incorporate a lot of different programs, like 3D programs and of course Photoshop and stuff. So like, I mean, the options are limitless, but sometimes you got to limit yourself, I feel like, too.
And did you have a favorite character to draw in the comic?
Sorry, say it again.
Did you have a favorite character to draw in the comic?
Any?
And did you have a favorite character to draw?
Taught me to draw?
No. Did you have a favorite character to draw?
A favorite cow? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Did you have a favorite character to draw?
A favorite what that I draw? Sorry, that's that one word.
Did you have a favorite character to draw?
Oh, character of the Ninja Turtles, or
yes.
I think I probably like drawing Toad Baron the best. I think like he's like, you just draw him really ugly, you know, big and scaly, like little horns and stuff, and he's just really he's cartoony, but you can, like I was saying, you can add the realism to him and it just makes him kind of nasty looking. But yeah, he's got the big old eyes and the big mouth with the big teeth, and like everything's just big about him, so it's pretty fun to draw. I would say, yeah, Toad Baron's probably the favorite right now. And it's going to be crazy too. I haven't gotten to the parts later where, you know, they go to like his menagerie of pleasure or whatever like that. So it's going to get crazy later, but I haven't gotten that far yet.
And was any hard characters to draw?
I was just drawing the dragon from the 100th issue and stuff like that. So that's pretty hard to draw, like scales and big old dragons and stuff. Their anatomy is always strange to me. So I'd say that one's been the most troubling. But as far as like regular characters, I think Angel will probably be kind of hard to draw. I've drawn her a couple of times now, and just like, you know, promotion stuff and the cover and everything, but her exosuit's pretty technical, like lots of different moving parts and things like that. I haven't gotten that one down yet, but I think she'll be pretty tough. She's coming up again soon too.
And because the issue that they're working on currently is like a quite important one, have you like learned anything like for the future comics?
Like what's going to happen, or?
Yes. I mean, I know they probably can't talk about too much, but I knew like anything down the road for it. Or
not really, honestly. I'm kind of in the dark on all that. Like, I know how this issue ends. It's like a little bit of a little cliffhanger, and it kind of opens it up for some different paths that it can take, but nothing too specific. So I don't know. I don't have any good spoilers for you, I don't think. Sorry.
And because you worked on like so many IDW issues, and what's been your favorite one to work on?
Probably my favorite one was my creator-owned one that me and Tom did through IDW, which was the last fall. It was like a 4-issue little series. That was the kind of last big project I did, but I mean, that was like a passion project. That was really fun, and we do want to go back to that. It's like sci-fi, military kind of thing. Like Tom's always been into military stories and influences because of his history. But yeah, last fall was definitely the most fun, and I would love to get back on that one for sure. And Tom's been talking about bringing some old stuff back too, so we'll see what happens.
And who's your favorite person to work with?
Probably Tom. Like, I haven't honestly worked with that many people. Like, we've always kind of been a team, and I don't know, we just work together really well. And this new team with Maria Keene and Luis Delgado, they've been really good too. Like, it's fun working with them. Maria Keene, I've never worked with before. She's doing the inks, but she's over in the UK as well. And she's doing a great job, and Luis is as well. But I used to work with a colorist too, and I worked on some of his creator-owned stuff named Dusty Yee, and he was a really good colorist and just artist too. He did inks and everything, but he was one of my old friend as well too. But yeah, I like meeting with new people and working with old new and old people. It's always fun.
Why do you want to become? Why did you want to become an artist?
I've just always done it. I don't know, and I like the comic book format a lot too. Like I think I've liked film and all that too. Like I just like narrative storytelling, and comics give you a lot of freedom to do that. Like if you were to be a director on a film, you know, you're not gonna get things the way you want. But if you're drawing a comic book, you can just draw whatever comes out of your head and put it on paper, and people can see it. And it's an efficient medium, I guess, for storytelling. And it's lots of fun.
What's been your least favorite project to work on?
My favorite project?
And no, what's been your least favorite project?
Least favorite?
Yeah.
Well, I've had a couple. I mean, without naming names or anything like that, but it was mostly like concept art and stuff, not really comic book stuff, but just working for clients that sometimes you just can't please. You know, that's always hard. And it's a hard thing to do, like making art for someone and hoping that it comes out the way they want it to look, because it's all, I don't know, it's up to them. But yeah, I've had a couple of people where it just didn't end well, like not in fights or anything, but it's just like we both just get frustrated and throw up our hands and kind of walk away from each other, you know. But yeah, that was mostly just like concept art and like promotional art and stuff like that, where a lot of it comes down to the design process. That's the hard part, is all the designing. Like the fun thing about Ninja Turtles is that's already all made up for me. You know, the universe is there for me to just step into. But it's hard when you try to make a world with someone and it doesn't work out, you know. It's kind of like a failed marriage or something like that.
And do you prefer to do the covers or the actual like panels?
I like both. I mean, covers are always fun because they're just big and bombastic, but the interiors are another thing, just because that gets back to the storytelling part, which is another aspect that I love a lot. Yeah, I mean, covers are fun. I think I prefer to do interiors over covers though, just for the storytelling aspect of it all. It scratches an itch that I have, I guess.
And how long does it normally take to like make a comic?
One comic? I'm a pretty slow guy, honestly. I'm getting better, but on this book, I'm doing like a page every 2 days. I would like to get up to 1 page a day, because that's how you get on the, you know, how you get monthly stuff. That's hard to do though, but I'm getting there. It's getting faster. I used to be a lot slower when I would do like all the inks and the colors and stuff too. That takes 3 to 4 days, which is very inefficient, but it's nice to have that control over all that too. But you know, so far, yeah, I'd say like a page every couple of days.
And one final few questions. And who's your favorite turtle?
My favorite turtle? I would like to explore Jenica some more, actually. Like I've only drawn her a couple of times, but I like her story and I like the way she looks and stuff, and her gear and her weapons and all that. And favorite turtle though, I'd say personality wise, I've always liked Michelangelo, I guess. You know, it's kind of like a chill dude, I guess, you know. Everyone else is all kind of stuck up, you know, except for Donatello. But
And I've been keeping up to date with the IW comics.
I'm pretty up to date now. I did a lot of catching up when I got the job. I was like, I didn't know what they're up to, honestly. Like they've been busy in that universe, man. Like they built a big thing and they've been going for a long time. But it's been fun. Like turtlepedia.com, that's been a huge resource for me in all my research and stuff. And Tom just dumped all the old issues on me, so I've been having fun, like just reading. I call it research, you know, just reading old comics. So that's one of the best parts of the job, honestly. Like, oh, I guess I gotta read all these comics to see what's going on. But yeah, they've been busy, and the storylines are really cool, and all the characters are cool. And I like I said, I don't know exactly what they're gonna do with it, but I think they got some cool plans for it.
And we'd like to come back to do more issues for Turtles.
If they'll have me, I'm down for that. Definitely. You know, after this, if it goes well, I'm trying to do a good job, keep everyone happy and stuff, and hopefully keep fans happy when they see it. I'm trying to do the best I can. But yeah, I'd love to be back on doing more.
And is there anything you'd like to promote?
Promote? No, this is pretty much. I mean, I've got some side projects and stuff, but nothing really. It's all mostly commissions and stuff like that. I guess just check out my Instagram. It's at Casey Malone. But I guess that's about it. I'll promote myself.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for doing this.
Oh yeah, it was nice talking to you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, it was quite hard to come up with questions without any anything to reference with.
I know. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, just thanks so much for doing this.
Oh, of course. Thank you again.
Yeah, this really made my day.
All right. Well, you have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.